So I've been reading a couple of marketing books and business books, and it really got me thinking about kind of why I'm doing things and more the emotional reason behind it. So I'm a gardener and a landscape designer, and really the reason I pursued this career was I started gardening when I was in 12th grade, and I just loved it. And I loved biology and horticulture. I loved learning about living natural things, and it just really was kind of this time to wonder. Anyway, it just really brought me this sense of wonder. And then the more I learned about gardening, horticulture, and landscape architecture, the more I realized what a positive impact that doing that can have on both my own well-being and on the well-being of the earth. So I love gardening because it's such a unique experience to be creative, and it's such a unique experience to care for ourselves and to care for the world we live in. And I want other people to feel that too. I see so many people have gardens and they're just chores. They're just chores to get done. And it's like, let's make something low maintenance as possible, and let's put in lawn, because that's what everybody does, without regards to the thought of the impact that gardens can have on ourselves and people around us. So really, the reason I went into everything, why I wanted this to be a career, is because I want that positive impact to grow. And I want more people to be interested in gardening and landscape architecture and horticulture, because they're so important. I mean, our everything we do is really based off of the ability to grow plants. If we can't grow plants, we can't live. So that's my thought. So I'm really trying to set up this business, and I just realized, like, I have kind of like these are the kinds of people I want to reach, but to look at that from more of an emotional perspective, and the impact I want to make as more of an emotional perspective is I want to share the joy of gardening, the joy of making a positive impact in the world, and to realize that gardens are not places that we have to go to work because it's awful, but they're really places to enjoy and have fun and to see beautiful things in our lives. All right, so this is real quick a diagram of like where I want to go with my business. I've been talking a lot about how I want to do more online education stuff, and that goes back to the thing like it's so often like as a landscape designer you show up and you just say, okay, I'm going to design the landscape that you want, but I really want people's desires to kind of grow and increase and have more of a rich view of what gardening is and what our landscapes can do in the world. So that's why I really want to focus on online courses, is because it really can help change your viewpoint and get the education you need to be successful in the garden. It's hard to make a landscape design, and if you don't have any knowledge on how to implement this, you're not going to be successful. So I really want to focus on creating these resources that provide that education. And then I think there's this other side of providing inspiration and entertainment too, and that's really more of shifting mindsets. So I think the education is great, and also coupled with opportunities to change mindsets. So that's my goal for my business, and I might articulate it better in a business plan that no one will ever see. And I don't know if I'll ever have employees, so it'll probably just be for me. Maybe I'll post it somewhere, but I think I want to even update my website more to reflect more of the passion of gardening and why it's so important. Anyway, yep, if you want to see my garden, let's flip around. We're going to take a sidetrack. So all these green, blue flags, well, you help plant some of these, but they're all going to be flowers and plants. This is very like bone-ish garden so far. Like there's some areas that have some flowers, but I just want this to be full of plants everywhere. Like this is supposed to be a lawn alternative, so I have like seeds of everything I've done that's does well as like a lawn that isn't actually lawn, and I'm going to put it all out there. And then we have, vegetable gardens. I just planted strawberries all around the edges. So all around these edges, I planted strawberries on both these beds, and I'm going to put sweet potatoes and all sorts of things. There's even miniature roses right here, just because they're beautiful, and miniature because there's this tiny little spot. So big plans for the front yard, big plans for the backyard, big plans for everything. I have more dreams and ideals than I can ever fit into one garden. So I have to cut this now because I went over 5 minutes. All right. I will see you on Tuesday.